Greetings everyone, and Great here. I have another Kane's Wrath to replay spawn. Bottom right side as the green Traveler 59, we have ZenkiHK spawn as the Cyan ally as the Cyan GDI. We have Muhammad777 spawn bottom left side as the pink Reaper 17. We have Commander28 and spawn top left side as the indigo GDI. We have psygablla. Top left versus right. Double GDI versus Travel 59 and was Travel 59 both sides? Yeah, okay. Travel 59 versus Reaper 17, GDI versus GDI. You now have the rifleman advancing on forward as well. Looks like there's no. Yep, there's Draffy. And the riflemen now engaging each other. And it looks like I think Cyan should be able to win out. We're putting up health bars. Yes, Cyan does win out. He could try digging in there, but with only 2 models there, he'll probably quickly get gunned down. Won't be able to dig in time. Do got a watchtower now deployed on the field. You go, looks like the buzzer sword. Buzzer hive does take out the buzzer hive. Looks like the buzzer hive does receive a bit of damage there. And now Indigo's rifleman is advancing forward, trying to get a scout off onto his opponent or his teammate's opponent. We got a nice little foxhole here. Of course, this is what's this map called? Red Zone Rampage. This map, of course, starts out with some blue tip for everybody's field. It has a lot of rich type here. You can get quickly into combat. Looks like Indigo does use a manual attack order to get into range, and does put out the garrison there with that buzzer as well. That does net him a free little foxhole for him to garrison, or for anybody to garrison that's not Scrin. You now have this Gunwalker advancing forward, should be able to gun down that buzzer, no problem. Up here, you got this APC advancing forward. APC looks slowed up with nothing at the moment. You got an APC here with a engineer, and the engineer is exposed and does manage to gun down the engineer. Very, very nice. This APC is loaded with engineer. He may be eyeing to get this EMP control center, buzzer, the Gunwalker, the buzzer hive, buzzer attached. Does manage to get the kill, clean up that foxhole. Of course, there is this engineer here. Green does ping here. Cyan is going on watchtower. Looks like more harvesters as well. Harvester does come out. We got the command post, and there's the engineer. He needs to low on power. He needs to pack up, and gets gunned down in time. That was really, really cutting it close. Does get an upgraded power plant as well. We've got some I-Core being brought in. We've got the Tiberian growth stimulator right there. But Green has also put out a lightning spike here to be extra annoying. Though he's fighting against Reaper. Reaper does have, of course, the extra shields and these harvesters. Now we've got the Devourer deployed on the field. 2 Devourers now put on the field. One of them's loaded up with some Tiberium, and Green has gone for some Storm Riders. Up north, we've got these Predator tanks to make advance. He still has this foxhole here. Both foxholes are abandoned for now. And his APC's loaded up with nothing at the moment. Maybe a good idea to load up some riflemen just to prevent any sort of emergency rocket spam or missile squad spam. Predator and APC's now gunning down this foxhole. We've got 3 Cyan Predator tanks here for great combat. Both of the Scrim players could go for growth stimulators on these points here in order to, of course, provide extra growth. And now we've got a battle base here being repairing not only the front line, but also being a battle base, a good hard point there. Storm Riders are advancing forward. The battle base can get some damage there with its missile launcher, as well as the potential gunfire from the APCs. Those are no AP rounds just yet. Does he have a command post up? Yes, he does, but nothing being pulled out. Sign does ping this, and there's a Firehawk being pulled out, likely by anti-aircraft. We've got blue Shardwalkers. These Shardwalkers should be able to annihilate these Storm Riders, but he's not taking time to shoot them. These guys need to be on attack order, move order. Right now, they're not taking on those Storm Riders. These blue Shardwalkers shoot apart the air. Sparks are advancing forward for Cyan. It does get a laser fence there to prevent it from going down. And the missiles do come forward as well. They were originally meant for the Storm Riders, but taking out those Firehawks never hurts. Now these Storm Riders are in the area. He's gunning down the harvesters, not the firehawks. Maybe good idea to go for the firehawks. Firehawk, receiving a bit of fire there. Does get one of the storm riders. One firehawk will go down on the deck. It does get another storm rider there. Lightning smite deployed out by green. Juggernaut, magenta, Indigo's Juggernaut's getting some great volleys there. And now do got an AA turret here as well. Another harvester may go down. It does go down there. Multiple Juggernauts spawning out. He's trying to go for a Marv. And the Marv go slice through this field while advancing forward could be very, very beneficial. Got another tripods, load of Tiberium advancing on forward, getting some great damage from all these forces. Nothing here is a hard counter. Predate's more of a soft counter versus these heavy armor. The tripod will need to fall back. He's doing some great damage there. Another tripod advancing forward. It does get his shields up even for a moment to save that one, but does still go down. Charter Walker's advancing forward. These Gunwalkers will be overwhelmed. He is trying to focus on the Husk and does get the Husk there before getting them all killed off. Indigo has lost a number of harvesters. Signed, of course, did lose all of his firehawks at the time, and all the storm riders, of course, went down at one point in time. Eradicator Hexpod has been pulled on the field, and here it's Scream. Got some zone troopers here. Is the Marv got canceled? The Marv may have been canceled, or was never built in the first place, or bombed because those zone troopers are actually very wounded. So the Marv reclamation hub must have been destroyed, maybe by firehawks. These firehawks advance forward, load up with bombs, destroys the airfield with all those firehawks on deck. I'm not sure what he was doing right there. He attacked the ground. You got a stasis field as stasis chamber deployed on out. Kane has a pretty sizable army, could advance forward. Annihilator tripods are effective versus ground and does have very, very good anti-aircraft support. It's also being pinged here, and looks like blue has pinged here. Firehawks advancing on forward. Maybe trying to eye the growth stimulator. It's also pulling 3 reactors there. Very nice. He could just leave it alive because... no, that's probably more than plenty though. It's not too far from the front line for this Tiberium field. Now Tripod's getting some good damage there. Most of the ground army's going to clean on up. He needs those shard walkers. They are getting some good hits on the storm riders. They're getting improved by the ion storm, but no more. Now we do have a stasis field deployed on here, locking down this region while these forces advance forward. There's also some Devourers here as well. Got a handful of Disintegrators. Disintegrators, of course, good anti-vehicle. So these blue shard walkers need to start engaging them. But most of them have gone down. We got some Raveners, blue shard Raveners down the field, or Ravagers. Annihilator tripods advancing forward. They could try EMPing a Sonic Emitter before trying EMPing down the Eradic Hexpod. Eradic Hexpod severely wounded. And the heroic Disintegrators not getting some good damage there onto these Eradicators. Not Annihilators. Juggernaut's probably some good fire barrage there. Shockwave artillery does knock out 2 of those Juggernauts. Up north now, Blue's eyeing Science advancing with a massive advance here with a massive volley there, taking up the battle base. Since Indigo push forward his army down here, it leaves him a bit vulnerable. We got some shocking troops being pulled on out. And we also got an engineer here as well. Some of those landmines have finally been cleaned on up. Zone troopers and APCs advancing on forward, trying to hit these anti-aircraft batteries. We have some hammerheads. Let's see, what sort of anti-aircraft do we have? We got these shock troops getting some good damage there. There's some hammerheads here. The shock troops are getting gunned down by the hammerheads. They don't appear to have the armor piercing rounds, do they? No AP rounds. And something was blowing up some of these hammerheads missile troops. Missile troops getting some good damage there on those hammerheads. His hammerheads are seeing lots of fire there. Does take them all out there. Does take out the rest of his opponent's hammerheads with the shock troops. And now got more hammerheads advancing forward. Still no AP rounds loading up, but does take up these zone troopers. EMP control spike does get launched there. There's still an engineer here. Perhaps can quickly gun down. shock troops being rallied on forward, getting some great damage there. Green's face forward with some Raveners, and does get some captured Reaper tripods now hitting him. There's also some of these, what's it called, Juggernauts here. A lot of Juggernaut carcasses on the field. Let's use that one engineer to reclaim them. And now those buzzers do get some damage there. One buzzer still remains. And that buzzer will find some good hits there on these shock troops. All those shock troops do go down. Now we have elite buzzer and also more engineers advancing forward. We got now engineers rushing forward for Magenta. Of course, there's still this buzzer high that could have gunned him down. Orbital strike being called on it. Heroic buzzer takes the rifleman, does go down to the orbital strike. Still got an engineer here. The engineers do go down. One juggernaut remains and does get gunned down by the other juggernauts. Missile squad's now advancing forward. We got the lightning spike seeing a bit of fire. And also all these carcasses have been cleaned up, barring this one. Too many engineers have been pulled on the field, but keep them in reserve, cover his own juggernauts that may fall. Eradicated X-Boss trying to does destroy the EMP control center. And down south we do have a bunch of shock troops and Reaper tripods advance forward. A captured Reaper tripods now advancing one forward. And now some of these shock troops are getting crushed by the Reaper tripods. Got EMP on the Reaper tripod, but I'm afraid the Reaper tripod is getting EMP on the Reaper tripod. This Reaper tripod will get gunned down by the sonic emitter, and do got the repair drones deployed out by Pink. Green has stabilized right there. We got this force being forced back by some zone troopers. And the Predator does go down, does do a quick jump there. There's all too many engineers in this region. Zone troopers could take time to clean them all up. Zone troopers are right now a great item if we pull it out, but a quick hammerhead does go in, of course, and can gun them down. The Traveler 59 players now starting to advance on forward, getting some hits there onto the plasma missile battery. Wait, why does it have a green shard? I guess it does have a shard upgrade. Even though Reaper 17 have, of course, some various blue shard stuff. Keep trying to pull out some more and more shock troops. We got a large number of corruptors in this region. Parcels going down. I think Pink space is starting to be gutted. And it looks like Pink's going to just sell off everything, backing out of the game now. But just simply just back out of the game manually in order to give all this infrastructure to his teammate. There's still the stasis chamber here. And there it goes, sells off now. Science now advancing forward with a large wave of juggernauts. Does load up some of these zone troopers inside the hammerheads, though it does load up a wounded one. Why are there 2 tech labs? And now Indigo does back of the game as well. This is Antigrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.